Sports is brought to you by All Out Auto Repair, home of the $46 Saskatchewan and $66 Alberta Safety Inspection. Your complete automotive repair.
Moses joining me on the desk now. I think Chris Hadfield has become everyone's new favorite Canadian. I love that man. He is so entertaining. His videos are great. I get excited whenever we have stories on him. Yeah, he is my new favorite person.
You know what? I think the Red Dogs should tweet him and say, how about our game on Saturday? If you didn't see it on Friday, if you hadn't seen it, you should watch it, Mr. Hatfield, because you'd be quite impressed.
Could have taken an aerial photo of the game-winning action in a field in St. Albert over the weekend. And speaking of the Red Dogs, Lloydminster is starting to look almost like the city of champions.
A little bit. Minor football is fantastic here. They started building this a few years ago, and just seeing the amount of growth from the high school level up, you're starting to see a lot of players starting to become names and possible names in the future. Trust me, people, I'd be very proud of the football action. Capital District Minor Football League, by the way, they were the champions last year, looking to repeat against the Edmonton Raiders this year. Now we'll pick it up. It's 6-0 for the boys in red. Raiders on their own 22. Lloyd with a great defensive pressure there. Caden Kindop with the quarterback sack. That forces the Raiders to give up a safety, and the Red Dogs take an early 8-0 lead. More from the defense. Great pressure outside. Collapses the pocket. Steven Richard with another quarterback sack. After forcing a 2-and-out, Red Dogs are marching. Andrew Califas collides with one of the Raiders, who gets the worst of it. He'd stayed down for a while. He gets some attention from the trainer and would be all right. Same drive. The pitch to Donovan Granum. He hits pay dirt. Lloydminster with a 15-0 lead at the half. Red Dogs continue to move the ball in the third. Carl Teledetsky to Zach Desatnik. What a great catch just outside the 30-yard line. A few plays later, Califas finds the end zone. The Colored Canines up 22-0. Red Dogs try one more punch into the end zone. Raiders 15 there. Granum takes it outside, cuts back, and he scores. But there was a holding call. Granum not too happy on the play. The young man loves to score touchdowns. Well, at least he'll be pleased with the score. 22-0 was the final. Lloydminster defends the CDMFA title. Kyle Galver has more on what has been a memorable season for the Dogs.
Before the season started, the Red Dogs were confident in their abilities to repeat as the top dogs in the Capital District Minor Football Association. Fast forward 2 months later, and they are back-to-back champions.
We were trying to repeat. We're trying to get the second trophy for our coaches. You know, some of them may not be here next year, but mostly we were trying to get it for the third years and captains.
I don't know. I can't even talk. It's just like I feel awesome. Like to finally get to that goal. Our whole goal the entire season was to win this championship, and you know we finally got there. And you know it feels amazing.
This feels really, really nice that it's over, that we've done it again, and I just couldn't be more proud of the players. I just kept stressing these guys, we can't afford to lose games at all, and it's such a short season.
And they listened. The team went undefeated during the regular season, blowing out team after team with ease. Veteran running back Donovan Granum played a big part, averaging over 2 touchdowns a game.
He's a great leader. Like, I've never seen anybody lead as well as him. He's amazing at running, greatest running back I've ever seen.
His season is even more impressive when you consider that he played the majority of the year on a wonky ankle.
I don't know if he should have played or not, but I mean, the kid's a tough kid, and this year he's just been spectacular.
Granum acknowledged his outstanding season, but was quick to turn the attention back to the team.
It's always really emotional at the end of the season. We're all kind of like worked up. We got the championship. A couple tears coming here because we don't get to play with them ever again. It's just Holy versus Comp now, so we're never going to be a team again. But it's really nice because we got to make really great friendships and win as a team.
Not to be overlooked is the Red Dogs' defense. It was the stingiest in the league during the season and was even better in the final, not allowing the Raiders to score a single point. Coach Kirby sees the goal line stand in the third quarter as a pivotal moment in the game.
That changed the game. It could have easily have been a 7-point game, but we stopped them on the one, and then we came back and scored, and that was huge. It was a turning point.
With nothing left to do but celebrate this year, the team can start looking towards next year in the coveted three-peat.
Well, there's a lot of great potential. They just have to get their reps and get their stuff going. I don't know. I might come back and help out as much as I can next year.
3, 2, 1, Red Dogs! Yeah!
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap Sports.
It's the most exciting time of the year right now for hockey fans. The NHL playoffs are underway, although the Edmonton Oilers have been absent from the second season. The Cinderella trip from 2006 is something they'll never forget. One of the heroes for the Oilers is Fernando Pisani. Neriman Issa caught up with him to talk about life after hockey.
Rebound! Pizani! He scores!
2006 was quite the year for Edmonton Oilers fans. The 8th place team just squeaked into the playoffs, taking on the powerhouse Detroit Red Wings. Now, no one thought the Oilers would make it past the first round, but the young team silenced the critics.
Pizani waiting on goal! He scores!
The hero of the series was this man. Fernando Pisani scored 2 third-period goals in Game 6 to beat the Red Wings and move on to the next round. That's when the league took notice of the then 30-year-old.
That whole playoff run was just an amazing experience and something that I'll always remember.
Pizani is now retired from the league. He's hung up his skates from professional play, but still finds time on the ice for his new gig.
Well, pretty much now I've just been taking it easy and coaching kids hockey. I also help out at a St. Albert Hockey Academy. So I've been going on the ice, about 2 or 3 times with some of the younger kids, and it's been a lot of fun.
The married father of 3 now passes his knowledge of the game onto the next generation of players. While he says he misses lacing up, teaching his children to play the game is fulfilling. But no matter what, he will never forget those few months in 2006 that changed his life forever.
It's an extraordinary year, that the last couple months it took us a little bit to, we were fighting tooth and nail just to make it in, and once we did that, then just everything kind of fell into place.
Pizani finished the cup run with a league-leading 14 goals, 5 of them game winners. While there were many memories for Pizani, one stood out more than the others.
Personally, I'd have to say the overtime game-winning goal there. That's obviously something that's never been done in Stanley Cup Finals history. So to be a part of something like that was a lot of fun for me.
That record-setting OT goal helped push their series with the Carolina Hurricanes to Game 7. Now, they went on to lose that game. A year after Pizani would be diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, he still managed to play through that for a few years after. As for the 2013 playoffs, Pizani says he is watching.
I'm not really cheering for anybody in particular, but I have a bunch of friends that are all in the playoffs right now, and I just kind of want them all to do well, and that's kind of how I look at it.
Many of those friends play for the Los Angeles Kings, who we know went on their own Cinderella run last year, ultimately winning the Stanley Cup. As for Pizani, thoughts of working with an NHL team has crossed his mind.
It's something that I've always been passionate about and trying to work with guys, but it's something that's very difficult to get into, and I'd love to do it. It's just a matter of just getting your foot in the door.
But for now, Pizani will concentrate on his kids, who may or may not work their way into the NHL.
I just want them to enjoy it at this time. They're so young right now that to me it doesn't matter as long as they enjoy playing it.
Neriman Issa, Newcap Sports.